It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Eagles and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And when you think about his performance this year, you have to have nothing but admiration the way that he passed his team into the playoffs. They threw it around so well in the regular season, but in this game, the elements may affect them. I think they'll continue to fling it around until the weather slows them down, and if it doesn't, they'll continue to show the style that they've shown throughout the season.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. But, Charles, you think about their impressive record, and then you look on the screen and see some of these injuries. That makes what they've done all that more impressive.
And when one of their starters or one of their key guys can't play, they miss him, but they just say, get well. We'll hold the fort until you get back, and the next person steps up into that void. This team has done a nice job all year long. No excuses, just performance.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They go play action with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. Quick throw there is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Oh, look at the juke. And able to work his way down to the 16. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Throwing is Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A 10-play drive that time, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
This 2nd and 4. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw now, here's Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Pass caught, it's Romeo Doubs. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Love. Flushed out right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs, 34 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And able to get this out to the 25. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt dead, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Hurts to throw. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing, Love. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Here's Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Love. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Love looking to throw it. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. Love now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Jacobs. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Jacobs again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant to Watson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Counter play with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Love from the gun. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
From the 31, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Back to throw again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Hurts sets up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing is Hurts. Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The kick by Elliott is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. To throw now. Here's Love. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
And here's Rodgers on the return.
So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The second of our 2 games here on this Super Wildcard Saturday is at halftime. We'll get it back out to you guys in just a minute. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here on the NFC side of the bracket. And this one looks...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Looking to throw. Love. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The ball on the 32, it's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Love. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Now Love. And incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. To the air again, Love. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Here's Love. That is caught at the 7-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Barkley inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Hurts.
Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers offense and running back Josh Jacobs set to take over once more. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. After this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Throwing. Love.
Lead it out left to Dobbs.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Rodgers on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Here's a give to Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This will be caught by Brown.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 1 yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley.
And only 1 yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him to completion.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Buying time to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. When you talk to these guys in training camp, these are the moments they say they live for. You're in a playoff game. It's tied, 4th quarter. Time for somebody to step up.
And can you execute under pressure? Because the pressure is intense right now. No one wants to be responsible for making the error that costs their team. But at the same time, who's going to be responsible for making the play that gives the advantage to your team? Who's going to break out? Just what you said.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Love looking to throw it.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they miss that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Going right back to Dotson.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Julio Jones. 37 yards.
And the Eagles have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Important extra point up and through, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down 24-20, a minute 51 on the clock. A touchdown likely means they move on to these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a 1st down.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. That's to the sideline and incomplete. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Love looking to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. That is caught.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a field goal. A little over 20 seconds to go. A field goal could get this playoff game to overtime, but this crowd, they are going to make it tough as they line up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete.
Down to the 10.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Elliott good on the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
27.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because